Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another beautiful video on this beautiful channel, on this beautiful day. How you guys and girls doing? Today, we're gonna just talk about something very important to a console RPG like this. That's the input, right? So the input is very important, and you're always constantly making choices, you're constantly inputting numbers, and there are several error areas, several areas where you can have a bunch of errors and your input's going to be faulty, it's not going to work. And for example, we have our default case in our switch cases in every state, and that just handles if a number is out of the range of these cases. So if there's no case for it, we're just going to say there's not a valid option for this. This is not a valid option basically. But what happens if I am asking for an integer here in the cin? I want to return an integer, but the user is kind of tired or whatever, just inputs maybe a letter or a word or something like that, and it just goes all crazy, right? So let's just try that. Let's see. So, oh god, oh, what am I doing? Oh, everything broke, everything crashed, didn't really work. None of that works. Everything crashes, it just breaks. Alright, so and it's even worse when you're handling memory or creating a character. Maybe you create a new character, something like this, and then you're like, oh, and yeah, see how that input just broke everything, didn't work. So I quit the game in the end. Now there are a few ways to do this, and one thing I want to do is actually I want to go into state.h, and I want to go into functions, and I want to add a virtual int GetChoice. Alright, I want to do a virtual int GetChoice equals or not equals 0. I'm just going to define this right in here, and I'm going to do a const int choice, just like that, constant choice. And we're going to go ahead into state.cpp, open that, double click, just open that. We have our main menu state because this is the first one we're gonna fix. I'm just gonna copy all of this into state.cpp, and obviously we need to define this first. Boom. So it should be defined here, get choice. I'm just gonna do this and remove that. Actually, we don't need that. What am I doing? We don't need that at all. Close that little thing. So we don't need that. We have our state get choice, and what this is going to do is it's going to make a generic function for us to easily just easily get input and output. So include iostream, include iomanip, and using namespace std. And we're gonna go into our state.cpp and go crazy. So now all of this works. One wrong thing that I was doing, or we were doing, and I'm sorry, it was all because of me though, is I had this in the wrong order. So you want to clear the stream first, and then you just want to ignore any new lines and these characters that are left in the stream. So the way we want to do that, you just want to say int max here, and then the new line character. So this is basically how many you want to remove from the stream and what do you want to remove from the stream. So I want to remove this many. Int max is a huge number. See that number right there? It's a huge number of new lines, and you'll probably not have that many new lines in your stream left over. If you do, you have no life. So just go ahead and do that and you should be fine. So we're clearing the stream, at least that's good. But what happens if we get an error here? And what happens if we put in more than one number? Because look, you can do this. Let me just run this, and I can do this, and it will just go crazy. I can do multiple inputs because cin supports multiple inputs, as many as you want. So I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a bunch of these, and they all just chain together and it'll go crazy. So I can do back to menu and new character once, and it just goes crazy. So there's a bunch of stuff you can do which can cause problems. Now to get away from that, there is something called setW. Alright, and I know I mentioned this before, and this little function, this little manipulator is is actually a very, very good tool because it limits the size of the stream. And this is a stream. This is an input stream and this is an output stream. All right, I can set a set W 10 here, and it will limit this whole stream to 10 characters. All right, so if this is more than 10, it will limit it, and then if it's less, it will put a bunch of spaces here in between. So it kind of limits the stream in a very, very good way. So I can do that in an input stream as well. I can say set W1. So I just want to be able to input one number in here. All right, just one number. So if I do 1, 2, 3, it won't work. It will just wait. That was not in the main menu. I haven't done that yet, but it will eventually work once we implement it properly. But still, yeah, just remember that. Now another problem we have is inputting a string when you want a number, and the way we check that is we use sin good. So if it's a good valid input, if what it is what we're looking for, because here I'm gonna ask for an integer in the cin stream, okay? But if it's not good, this is only gonna trigger if this is not a number, if it's not an integer, basically, and then we're gonna have some issues. So once that happens, you want to do the enter choice again. All right, you want to do the enter choice again, but in the end. So first, once you get a wrong faulty input in here, you want to clear the hell out of that stream. Okay, you just want to clear the hell out of that, ignore every new line, and then you want to ask again. But you want to make sure you tell the user that we had an error, basically. So cout error, faulty input, new line. So there you go. So we just tell the user there's a faulty input, we clear the stream, the input stream, and then we request another input. So in this way we can solve a lot of problems with faulty inputs. And now we're just gonna go ahead and instead of use these GetChoice functions, we're just gonna use this state GetChoice, because that will help us a lot. Every GetChoice will practically be the same. We don't have to copy over a bunch of code every time, and it should help us a whole bunch. And we do the GetChoice in here. So this GetChoice, and I'm gonna just remove. I'm gonna go into all of these, and I'm gonna remove the GetChoice like this. Whoops, what am I doing? Like that. So I remove the GetChoice. In main menu state.h, I'm going to remove the GetChoice as well. Go into state.h and just put a const on here because it should be const. State.h const. And then we return the choice as well. Don't forget to do that. Perfect. Okay, so main menu state is done. Now we're going to go ahead into game state, and we're going to remove the GetChoice function here as well, and just do this for every state. Just go ahead, go through every state, remove it, save, character menu state, GetChoice. Whoops, what am I doing? Whoops, what am I doing? All right, there we go. Remove that. Boom. I'm sorry for my voice and everything. I'm a little tired, so that's why. I hope you can still understand me and follow along without any problems. GetChoice, just remove this as well, and you should be good. You should be good. Okay, there we go. There we go. So now what we're using is we're using this GetChoice function from state without any issues. I'm just going to go ahead and close down all of these state thingies everywhere as well, just so we have main open, and we'll run and we'll see where we're at. If this fixes our problems, then we're good. So here we go. Oh, bunch of faulty inputs. 1, create a character first. Alright. 1, create a character first. Okay. Cool. Create a character. Oh, faulty inputs. Sorry. Not a valid option. Sorry. New character. Write something. Oh, see? That was a good example when you're writing too fast and you can get a faulty input. What if I want to do back to menu and new character once? Didn't do anything. Didn't get any errors. So if I want to do start the game and create a character, it just started the game. What if I do create character menu and quit to menu? Just character menu. So see, it's kind of helping me out. Everywhere I do faulty input, it will help me out and it will tell me, please just input again because you did something wrong. Name and bio, stats, all that stuff, leveling up every day. Cool. So there we go. We fixed our input stream. One thing I just want to fix is I want to make sure we do a pause after the faulty input. So we clear the stream. To clear the stream, what I want to do, I actually want to, how should we do this? Should we pause it here? System pause, faulty input, and then system CLS. That should work. That should do good, because it will actually, we will try to do something, and then we'll, no, that wasn't that good. Then we'll want another choice, but we can't see the choices because we cleared the stream, because it's going to ask for another choice here. As soon as it says faulty input and we get a new choice, maybe here. Okay, you know what? That's cool. It didn't really do anything for us right here because we cleared the stream. I don't want to clear it there. Alright, so whatever. We'll work on that later. What I want to do, I just want to do a faulty input, then I want to print the menu again. But it can't really print the menu here because we don't have access to that menu in here. What we could do is we could create a menu variable in state, which this prints out on its own. And we can put more and more of this stuff into state and kind of customize that as we would want to. So that would be kind of cool. Yeah, we could do that. But for now, at least we fixed the inputs, and I'm really grateful for all of you sticking with me, supporting me, as I always say, and sticking with me through this video. Go ahead and check the links in the description box. There's a bunch of links there for anything you might need. Consider liking and subscribing if you want. If you don't, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that you're learning and you enjoy the videos and you can work hard. And just best of luck to all of you. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'll see you guys and girls in the next one, right? Bye bye.